Thank you for joining us following the 42-35 win, bringing the Wagon Wheel back home.
Overtime.
Overtime. Begin with an opening statement from Coach Carney, then questions, and then we'll bring Drew Deshields in.
What a game. Really proud of the locker room right now. Really deserving of that result. These guys flipped the switch after last week. On a short week, not a lot of rest. Put together a great week of prep, and I think it showed tonight. A couple miscues there. I think their special teams did a great job getting the ball back, creating an extra couple possessions for them. But the will of this football team is special.
Coach Carney, that was possibly the game of the year, not just for the MAC, but the entire country. How do you stay calm like that as a coach and keep your players calm, especially when Akron is coming back so strong?
Yeah, I mean, it's football. You've been in this game a long time, and you've seen a lot, and until that clock strikes zero, nothing's done. So. And
you want to talk about your quarterback? Speaking of games of all time.
Yeah.
I don't know, Drew.
Not bad. Not bad.
What do you
Not bad. He fumbled the ball. Let's not forget that. He did fumble the ball.
What do you think of your quarterback, Coach?
I'm unbelievably proud of him. In his hometown against his brother. Special.
What does it say about your team, the way you look after everything?
Yeah, I think it shows how together we are as a group. The strength and resiliency of the guys in that locker room, and they know the best is yet to come still.
Mark, Akron has an incredible comeback.
Yeah.
Forces it to overtime.
Yeah.
Very first play, you guys come out swinging.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through that play as much as you can? And
sure.
What did you think of Banks tightroping the sideline?
Yeah, had a similar play, different type of scheme, but similar play off that look, and Cade hit a nice run. I think it was third quarter. And had it called again. Later in the fourth quarter, didn't get to it. Ended up calling a timeout or something happened. And we had it ready and knew, that when the game was going to continue, we knew, that was on our short list, and perfect time for it. Clay called a great one. Ardell made a great play. His improvement over the course of this year is incredible. He had every reason to give up on himself and this team and find a new place to play, and he kept grinding, and the results tonight speak for themselves.
So after that comeback, they had the momentum.
Yeah.
What are you telling your guys? What is the conversation like on the sideline before overtime begins? Yeah,
we practice that on a weekly basis. It's just trusting your training and relying on the bank of reps that you've had in those situations, and our guys executed great.
You mentioned last week, not only a short week, but the way it ended obviously was disappointing.
Yeah.
What did it take for your guys, to have trust in you, coaches have trust in players, and to be able to make sure that this one, ended up in your favor? Yeah,
I think that's what winners do. Is winners bounce back, right? No matter how often or how they get knocked down, is they stay in the fight, they get back up, and they stay ready for more. And this group did that.
Coach, we talk about bouncing back. You guys put up 13 points against Ball State last week. This week, you put up 41 against your rivals Akron. What does that say about your offense and your playmakers as a whole?
Yeah, we're continuing to get better.
Coach, you're like 2 weeks removed almost from getting the interim tag removed, becoming the head coach of this football team. Last week, like you mentioned, kind of a slow start offensively, really throughout the entire game. Tonight, you came out swinging in every quarter. How awesome is that? Just to kind of the ebbs and flows of the season, to have the head coach, have your interim tag removed, and just come out and bring home a Wagon Wheel for the first time.
Yeah, special. Cool to be the head coach. That's not what it's about, right? It's about those guys in that room, and continuing to improve on a day in, day out basis. And the guys have bought into that from day one, in training camp, and we're just going to continue to get better.
Hey, Mark, one thing I wanted to ask you about Drew was he got rocked early in the game.
He did.
So was there some concern there? And then what does it kind of show you about his toughness that he was able to keep going? And then this thing's had Vickers in overtime.
Yeah, he's a really tough kid. Been through a lot. on and off the football field. And, when he, in those moments, he relies on those lessons that he's learned, and took a good shot and got the wind knocked out of him. But, once I saw him on the ground, the look on his face, I knew he'd be ready to bounce back.
And I know the score, I mean, you don't want to give up that many points, but
A win's a win.
right. Defensively, though, you guys were effective.
Yeah.
Putting pressure on, hitting
Yeah.
Finley. What kind of role do you think that facet of the game played?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Key and his staff have done an unbelievable job all year. One of the guys over there, I've known a lot of these coaches for a long time, and one of the guys on their sidelines made mention of that after the game, just how impressive the turnaround from last year to this year's group defensively has been.
It's been a long couple of years and like a road to get to this point. What does it feel like playing a win or road game?
Yeah, special. To do it here makes it that much more special. Right on. Appreciate it. All right, Drew, you're up, buddy.
Questions for Drew?
Drew, what are your emotions after this one?
Ooh, emotions are definitely high. I mean, it's a great win, great overtime win. I mean, against a rival, what more could you ask for?
So what are you thinking when they rally, they have this great comeback, it goes in overtime? Like, what are you thinking? What are you telling the guys? What are you saying to each other heading into overtime?
Yeah, we just got to get that momentum back. We just got to bounce back, just forget about everything else. This right there, it's 0-0. You get the ball on the 30, I think it is the overtime rules, I don't know. But you get the ball there, it's 0-0, you got to go score. I mean, our defense gets a stop, that's huge.
What did you think when you saw Ardell tightrope the sideline and get in?
That was awesome. That was a great catch by Ardell. Those guys, all of them, they're all playmakers for me. Deshaun, Tarek, all the guys that scored. Every guy that catches the ball for me makes plays.
Were you holding your breath during the review, or did you think he was in, or what?
No, I knew he was in. I saw it. I threw it. He tiptoed and got in. I already knew.
Drew, I feel like the theme of the offense was really spreading the wealth. Today you get involved with Tarek gets involved, Deshields, Ardell, Cade. What's it like as a quarterback to have so many guys you can rely on and they're end zone getters? They get to that end zone.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, all those guys, whoever's in the game, I can trust, and they know that, and I know that. Our O-line blocked for me incredibly great today. They're the ones that give me the time to throw to those playmakers.
And speaking of trust, Drew, coming off last season, I understand, especially it was tough for the team. You guys don't win. And then, Drew, especially for you, it's tough for you because you suffer another injury.
Yeah.
What's it like been, reestablishing and rebuilding the character and the friendship in the locker room, and with you as the leader of those boys inside?
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, we've always had that chemistry. We just had to really believe in ourselves. Really, I think that was the biggest thing. Like getting that first win, like believing that we can win and knowing that we can go take games like we just did today.
Obviously, this year, you mentioned the knee injuries. This year, this offense, I don't know if it's you being the magic or what, but this offense is night and day from last year to this year. Just seeing it come to fruition, almost every week, and then having it really come through tonight in your biggest game of the year, essentially, beating a rival on the road. Just talk about this offense really catching life.
Yeah, this offense has definitely gotten a lot better. I think it was our time and commitment in the offseason. We knew where we were, and we knew we had to get better to be able to win. So I think that was a big thing. Our offseason, we really focused on especially getting better on offense.
I know when the game ends, there's a lot of chaos and celebration. Did you get a chance to talk to your brother at all?
No, he's in the booth, so he didn't come back down the field, but I'm sure I'll see him out there. He'll probably be out there.
Is this a bragging rights thing for you?
Oh, yeah, definitely. At Christmas, all the time. I'm going to brag about it all the time now.
Hey, so, Coach Carney mentioned last week, obviously it was a disappointing, close game, short week of prep, all that. But, what allows you guys to kind of trust Coach Carney and, respond to him in the best possible ways when things come up short? And, he admitted the day after, hey, I should have banged the timeout on one of those crucial, segments of the final drive. What does that do for you guys in your faith?
Yeah, everybody believes in Coach Carney, and everybody has that connection with him, and we want to play hard for him. So I think that's a really big thing, and we don't want to let him down because that's how I think. I don't want to let him down. So
how much does it kind of add to the camaraderie or whatever with coaches and players when he holds himself accountable, just like he holds you guys accountable, coaches you hard, he holds himself that way too?
Definitely. That's the Kent State program, really. We always hold each other accountable. You always own up to your mistakes and be a man.
how much of your guys' turnaround this season is a result of his leadership?
Oh, huge amount. Huge amount. He definitely gives us belief and faith in ourselves.
Hey, Mark, hometown kid. What kind of win does this mean for you? Just being so local to where you went to high school.
Oh, it means a lot. I mean, I came to this game because of my brother. I've been to this game like 3 or 4 times. I've been on the sidelines during them, but like it definitely means a lot.
Drew, Ben Finley had an incredible game too. Does it add something to kind of the special nature of the rivalry when you can kind of go back and forth in a little bit of quarterback duel, so to speak, and come out on top?
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, he's definitely an amazing player over there. He had an amazing game. He threw for a lot of yards, had a couple touchdowns. Like, it's just awesome to go back and forth with teams.
One thing I also want to ask you is early on, it looked like you might have to maybe miss a little bit of time, but you didn't. You came back in the game. What was that moment like? And how were you feeling? Because it looked like.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I just got the wind knocked out of me. I really couldn't breathe, so I was just like, I've never gotten the wind knocked out of me, so I knew what it was, but I didn't really know. So that was that.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, Drew.